Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Budget Conscious Diva and happy Wednesday. Stay tuned for my mini savings. Alright, so right now I am working on my reallocation binder with the funds that have completed from mini saving challenges, and the amount I have saved for the month of July is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, $50 so far. Alrighty, and I am going to go where I left off, which is high priority, personal, my personal needs and wants with $5 additional dollars. So in total, I have saved $10 in personal. And basically, my reallocation bonnet is solely long-term savings. Birthday, I have a birthday coming up next year, which I'm preparing for. I'm saving an additional $5. So in total, for birthday, I saved $10. Well, today I have saved $10. Christmas is another holiday that I love to celebrate. With additional $5, I have saved $10. Okay, and I may not have a Christmas this year. I may treat myself out to a Christmas dinner or lunch. Not sure yet, but I know I won't have enough to buy a Christmas gift as of yet. But most definitely on the Christmas day, I'm gonna treat myself to a Christmas lunch or dinner. Depends on the day. Then next is low priority savings. Spending will get $5. So in total, $15 of spending. No petty spending. Something related to myself or for the house. Salon care, $5. Additional $5. I have saved a total of $10 for salon care. Salon is like going for a manicure, pedicure, wax. Beauty products, additional $5. And for beauty products, I like to buy Vaseline grease, deodorant, shampoos, conditioner, natural body cares, for beauty products. Employment, I am saving for job interviews. So hopefully I can find me a full-time work. Or for employment, I have saved $15 so far. And I like it this way because if you want a tight budget, just in case you have to go for an interview, you don't have to mess up your budget. You just go into the envelope of employment, and then you have it for your car fare to get to the interviews or for job fairs or whatever. And then allowance, give myself $5. So for allowance, I love to give myself an allowance because I'm working part-time on call for allowance. I have to spend it out of there because I can't afford to give myself when I do get paid. That's whenever I get paid. I can't afford to give myself an allowance because I don't have enough to. The money that I do get is for rent and bills, And good thing I have saved at least 2 years worth of living expenses. Just imagine working on call and you barely have savings, so I will be screwed. And travel. Yes, additional $5. And for travel, I would like to travel anyway out of New York. So far within New York, I have went to Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Massachusetts. That's the only 3 states I have been to. I made the attempt to go to Florida, where my brother used to live in Florida. And good thing I didn't go because he moved back to Connecticut, and during that week when he moved, that's when they had the flood. So it was a good thing he moved out of there. But anywho, $10 so far in travel. And for my last $5 bill, I'm going right back to our priority savings. Emergency savings. I give myself 5, which is $15 for emergency savings. You know, even if you have saved the desired amount in that account, constantly keep growing it, because you never know what's going to be like 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. You know, and you know, back in the day, you know, when everything's okay, when I was working full time, you know, I used to work in a hotel, and I was working full time, and you know, when you work in a hotel, you get a nicely weekly check. I mean, a nice weekly check, and you know how some people do, especially young folks, they like to spend it, but something tells me to save their money. And then fast forward to now, I'm so glad that I saved the way I did. Okay, so my next envelope for the next time I cash stuff is life happens. And life happens basically timeout type savings. For example, if I don't make any money that particular month, I just take it out of here. Okay, instead of going to the bank, because I really cannot afford to go to the bank to withdraw unless it's for birth pool expenses. If it's not for birth pool expenses, I cannot touch it, right? Because it's like I'm not working in sufficient amounts of hours, and you know, I need to save what I have in my account. So anytime I need money for cash stuffing or for birth pool expenses, I have to take it out of Life Happens, which is my timeout envelope. And there I have it, short and sweet and down to the point. And you will catch me in my next cash stuffing video. You guys stay blessed.